So there was a time in my home parish in the fall of 2011 when Hurricane Irene, or Tropical Storm Irene, had hit, and the parish had already been battered for quite a while. We had been without a priest for a long time, a year and a half. We were really trying to find what it meant to continue as the people of God, and our building had been in a bad way, that we were going to have to put a lot of money into it. We were trying to figure out what did that building serve us, or what was the purpose of the building. So we were holding a lot of things together. And then when Tropical Storm Irene hit, we lost our building. So we were basically a parish without a home. And our neighbors down the street, the Congregational Church, UCC Congregational Church, let us lease their building for a while because they shared it with us. And so we were changing our times of service and doing all sorts of orchestration in order to make this work for about 6 months. And we were still wondering what would it mean to be a parish, and where were we going to call our home. And then the UCC did something remarkable. They sold us their building for $1. They gave it to us, and they said they didn't want the building, the church, to become condominiums. They didn't want it to become some commercial enterprise. They wanted it to continue as a sacred space, a place where people of God gather, because buildings are important, but the parish needing a sacred space is important too. We accepted this generous offer and began that process of claiming it as our own, and consecrating it as our parish, and letting go of our former building, which was hard for a lot of people, because we know how attached people get to their spaces. And so the ministry of St. Mary's was resurrected in a way because of the generosity of another denomination, and that gives me great hope. Because when we're in a time of upheaval and we don't know whether we're going to have a building or not, and then an act of nature comes in and destroys the building, so that kind of made the decision for us. We had to find another space to serve in and to gather in. We had this new place to be and to become the people. So it was really a tale of one parish but two buildings, and I think the building is a part of it, and is something that we all wrestle with, the building or not the building. But the ecumenical spirit that brought this to this harvest point, was really gave me and many great hope, not only in the parish but in the community of Wilmington, where we could continue serving.